All right, we generating some revenue today? Oh, you're on your lunch break?
Yeah, why are you recording me?
I'm sorry?
Were you recording me?
Oh, yeah, I'm recording you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, well, I was asking what you... It looks like you're not on a lunch break. It looks like you're done with your lunch. You're monitoring traffic.
I don't work in this town. I work in a different town. I'm on a detail in this town.
You're on a detail. So what's your detail?
You can call the PD and ask.
I'm asking you. You're right here. Why would I call someone else when you're right here? Better watch your attitude. Yeah, you better off. He almost ran over my foot. He's riding that other guy's. And I need to report a crime and press charges.
Okay. What is it regarding?
I'm reporting reckless driving,
Okay.
Assault and battery, dangerous weapon by means of a motor vehicle.
How long ago did it occur?
10 minutes. The driver had road rage, almost smashed into another vehicle.
Did you get a license plate or anything? Vehicle
I did, yeah. Let me get a license plate. It's approximately a 2021, 2022 Ford Explorer. It was white and black. The last time I saw him, he was actually right on this street. He was following me.
Okay, he was coming down this street here?
Coming down this street, yeah. It's black male and a marked Pelham police cruiser. He was wearing a Londonderry uniform.
Oh.
That pig is going to lose his job. He's going to be one of over a dozen people whose job I've taken that wear a badge. I'm going to take his job, and I hope that he's homeless. I hope that his family starves. And every piece of money that I take from him, whether it be Pelham because he was rocking their jurisdiction, working a detail, or while it be Londonderry, I'm going to make sure that he financially pays and legally pays for that type of behavior. But to turn a vehicle towards me, to peel out, it's assault and battery with his, at least he didn't make contact with me at that point. It's assault with his vehicle. And then he's kicking rocks up at me. And how many other motorists are in danger? The guy's peeling out into traffic, almost strikes one car, stops, then peels out. That's a 35-mile-per-hour road. He's easily going 60, and he's going so fast that he's literally almost connecting with another vehicle. I mean, with the amount of stuff that police officers see, someone telling them to off is never an excuse to almost kill several different people with an automobile. What's going on, everybody? And I'm sure you remember this video. My wife, Banana Anna, and I were driving over the Massachusetts line into Pelham, New Hampshire, when we noticed a police car pulled over at the side of the road. I could tell by looking through the windshield that his uniform didn't look like that of a Pelham cop, so we decided to turn around and pull into the parking lot, exercise our right to record in public and to hold police accountable, and see exactly what was going on. And what do you know? It was a police officer from a totally different town. It was a Londonderry cop from Londonderry, New Hampshire, in Londonderry uniform, sitting inside and doing paid detail work in a Pelham police cruiser. Now, first of all, the liability implications in this are crazy alone in itself. As a peace officer in New Hampshire, he can legally do work in other municipalities while holding police powers. But he can't be from one municipality in another municipality in that municipality's uniform doing work and engaging in the public. So while he's a Londonderry cop in a Pelham cruiser, he tries to run me over. I barely miss getting hit, and his vehicle kicks up a bunch of rocks at me, striking me. He peels off so fast he almost hits another motorist in front of them, and then rides his butt, scaring the wits out of that motorist, just to escape the camera and to get away from with what he'd just done. He pulls off to the left in another parking lot, and he continues to follow us. And I'm going to play that original video for you in just a second so you can see everything, how it played out, the complaint process, how we sought charges and made a complaint through the Pelham Police Department, and then how we followed up with his hometown of Londonderry, where he's actually an everyday 9-to-5 cop. I filed a complaint with Lieutenant Ryan McLean. He agreed with me that the officer's behavior was unprofessional. He held multiple interviews with myself and my wife, reviewed all the video footage, and then submitted it to the chief of police, where the chief would make a finding. However, I didn't hear back from the chief. I heard back from somebody else. In New Hampshire, police only have 40 days to receive a complaint, conduct an investigation, and then issue a finding. This happened almost 3 months ago, so they're already over the legal limit. But why didn't the chief message me back and Who exactly did? I get a super vague email that says, Mr. Abrams, please see attached. Thank you. And underneath it says, Captain Mark Morrison, Legal and Professional Standards, Londonderry Police Department. And just below their insignia, it says, Expect Excellence. I'm feeling really assured right now because a cop just told me that I could expect excellence from him. So, another cop tried to run me over, could have killed me, spit up a bunch of rocks at me, put other drivers in danger, endangered the public, easily engaged in reckless driving, endangerment to the public, driving to endanger, and assault and battery. So I'm really excited to see what Londonderry PD's version of excellence is. So what did the Londonderry Police Department do? They peacocked for the camera. They made this big show of sending Lieutenant McLean out. So that way they could pretend that they cared about what happened, and they could pretend that they took it seriously. And that would also give the video time to die down. The last one got 100,000 views, and they needed to give it a little bit of extra time to wither out of people's mind and memory. So instead of abiding by the 40-day limit they had to respond and give a finding for this complaint, they took twice that time. And hopefully by then, you guys would have forgot. So when they gave their finding, it would be old news. But what was the finding? We can't expect the chief to give it to us because they lied when they said the chief would handle it personally. The Londonderry Police Department in Londonderry, New Hampshire thinks me and my subscribers especially are dumb. Because they can just lie to you, and then you'll forget it, and no one will ever hold them accountable. This is what they said in the complaint. Finding. Well, you folks will get to read along with me exactly what Londonderry Police consider police officer excellence. Mr. Abrams, I'm writing to you with formal notice of the outcome of your complaint you made against Londonderry Police Officer Sonko. After completing an internal affairs investigation into the matter, it has been closed with a finding of exonerated by Chief Bernard. The finding of exonerated in this context indicates that there was an actual interaction that occurred and the employee was not found to have violated any policy. Thank you for your assistance with this investigation. Best, Captain Mark Morrison. So the Londonderry Police Department's idea of expecting excellence from an officer basically equates to at any time you expecting to be maliciously ran over by them in a fit of uncontrolled road rage. And a police officer trying to run you over and almost killing you while not even in their own jurisdiction or patrol vehicle? That actually falls within their policies and procedures, and it must, because if he tried to run me over and almost killed me, and that didn't violate their policies, well, that means it must be within it, and we can't be surprised that police officers condone violence. We've been watching bad cops hurt good people for decades. But this is the first time in any of my videos or any of my police interactions where I was placed in physical danger, I made a complaint, and then they actually said that what their cop did was within their policy. We watched him try and run me over, and they said that's policy and procedure. What this is not going to do is pan out for them in their lawsuit, because I have intent being written up by my attorney, and it's being sent out first thing tomorrow. What I also think is disgusting is the way they strung the public along. They knew they approved of this guy's criminal activity from day one, and they put on a big show for the camera, and I said that in the initial video, which you're going to watch here in a second. I said they're putting on a big show because they think I and you guys are stupid. They're going to send out the public face to take the complaint and make it look like they're really professional. They're going to keep in touch with me. They're going to file their complaints. They're going to do their investigation. They're going to do interviews. And then they're going to wait. They're going to wait until the video dies down. They're going to wait until they stop looking bad in public. And when the stupid people watching these videos that demand police accountability finally forget about it, they can resolve the complaint, even if it's after twice the legal limit allotted for them to find a complaint finding. But what can I say? They just think myself and all of you are stupid. I gave them an ultimatum. They could do the right thing, they could investigate this, and they could find appropriately, which they did not. And what was the latter of the ultimatum? They could see me in court. So I hope that complaint finding letter was worth the $150,000 I'm going to seek in damages when I see them in court. Enjoy the video. Gonna play it from beginning to end, and I'll be back to you soon with another update.
How are you doing, man?
Now, before we get started, one thing I want you to notice is the size of this pull-off. We measured it after the incident, and it's approximately 30 yards long. It's so wide I couldn't even fit it in one camera frame. And why am I bringing this up, do you ask? He had over 30 yards to pull out, but he cut his wheel towards me, proving his intent was reckless and malice.
All right, we generating some revenue today?
Oh, you're on your lunch break?
Yeah, why are you recording me?
I'm sorry?
Were you recording me?
Oh, yeah, I'm recording you.
Yeah, can I help you?
Yeah, well, I was asking what you... It looks like you're not on lunch break. It looks like you're done with your lunch. You're monitoring
I
traffic.
work in this town. I work in a different town. I'm on a detail in this town.
You're on a detail. So what's your detail?
You can call the PD and ask.
I'm asking you. You're right here. Why would I call someone else when you're right here? Like I mentioned in the beginning, he has over 30 yards to pull out. Even if he wants to go right with the flow of traffic, he still has about 15 yards to pull out. But watch, he's going to cut his wheel towards me and peel off. He was literally less than half an inch from hitting me, and he kicked up gravel at me, striking me below the waist as he sped away. Better watch your attitude, bitch. Yeah, you better off, bitch. He almost ran over my foot. Now at this point, because a crime has taken place, I approached the back of the vehicle to get the patrol car number and the license plate. However, I wasn't filming with my filming phone. I had my personal phone on me. And I'm not sure if it was because of the sunlight on the autofocus, or it was because I was moving. But the picture and the video actually froze, but we can still hear the audio for this split second. This patrol vehicle speeds out and almost T-bones another car. Because he's paying no attention to the traffic. He's only paying attention to me after he committed this crime. Then after the car he almost hit passes, he pulls out. Speed limit's 35, he's going double that. And he almost rear ends another driver while continuing to tailgate them. What's up, bitch? He's riding that other guy's. Time to go to the Pelham PD. He almost ran over my foot. So now that the crime's taken place, he speeds off and we pull out. He continues to follow us for the next 5 minutes. Pulling off the road, parking in different parking lots, then trying to pull out behind us. In a town he has no jurisdiction, using equipment to run our plates in a vehicle he has no jurisdiction in either. This guy is just on a roadwork detail. So now this cop that's not a cop is trying to follow us. You see him in the rear view? That's him right there. Now I have Banana Ranner pull over into a parking lot so I can continue to document this police officer's erratic and violent behavior. He's paying so much attention to me, he crosses the double yellow line and goes onto the opposite side of the street. What's up, bitch? This cop's dangerous. As you can see, he's on the other side of the road, putting everyone's life at risk. So this cop is behind us again. He keeps getting behind us and trying to follow us and trying to intimidate us. This is a Londonderry cop out of his jurisdiction in a Pelham car. He's already tried to hit me, run me over, and then he sped doing about double the speed limit and almost crashed into another vehicle. This guy he had no idea who he was dealing with. Alright, so we're filing reports today for reckless driving, assault and battery by way of a dangerous weapon, being a motor vehicle. It's gonna be a rough one. What's going on, man? I need to report a crime and press charges.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Thanks.
What would you like to report?
You got an officer here?
Yeah, I could get an officer out.
Perfect.
What is it regarding?
I'm reporting reckless driving,
Okay.
assault and battery, dangerous weapon by means of a motor vehicle.
Where did this occur?
when you're coming down Pelham, you know when you cross over from Draycott into Mass, there's all those liquor stores and stuff?
Yep.
So it happened like right past like the little quarry thing that's on the left there, whatever that
Okay.
utility thing is.
Before you coming into Pelham.
Coming into Pelham, then there's a liquor store on your right. It happened right about there.
How long ago did it occur?
10 minutes.
About 10 minutes ago.
The driver had road rage, almost smashed into another vehicle.
Did you get a license plate or anything? Vehicle
I did, yeah. Let me get a license plate. It's approximately a 2021, 2022
Yeah.
Ford Explorer.
What color?
It was white and black.
Yeah, get me a plate if you can. Let me get an officer started that way real quick.
Sure, no problem. The last time I saw him, he was actually right on this street. He was following me.
Okay, he was coming down this street here.
Coming down this street, yeah. It's black male and a marked Pelham police cruiser. He was wearing a Londonderry uniform.
Oh.
Now, the look of startle, confusion, and befuddlement in this dispatcher's face is golden once he realizes that the crime I'm describing happened at the hands of a cop. And he just went from all gung-ho having officers canvass the area to find this offender to just getting me a sergeant to speak to, because, as we all know, if a cop breaks the law, it's just really not that big of a deal.
I like to see the pants off him. I got a video of the whole thing.
Alright, yeah, let me have an officer come out and speak to you.
Thank you. I appreciate your time, dispatcher.
What was your name?
For right now, good citizen, unless we decide to file a criminal report.
Okay.
Thank you. Originally, they were going to dispatch the entire department to canvass the area, but once they found out it was a cop, I waited over 20 minutes.
You're recording
just
too.
saying, my body can't
Nice to
I
meet you.
appreciate it. What's going on
No
today?
worries.
Would you want to go in there a little bit more private?
No, it's fine. I don't care. It's pretty easy. I was driving down, you know when Draycott crosses into Pelham? That main road there? Sorry?
Bridge Street?
I think so, yeah. And then you get past like it looks like there's like a cement factory, something on the left, and you get towards those smoke shops, they start happening.
Yep.
There's a pull-off right on the right. So I saw a Pelham police car. I pulled over, I approached the driver, because I was going to ask him if he's doing a detail, if he's off duty, or what he's doing.
Sure.
I noticed he had a Londonderry badge on, and he started telling me I was unable to film, all that other stuff, and I asked him if he's on detail, you know, is he having lunch? Because it looks like he's just playing on his phone. What's he doing? At that moment, he decided to peel out. He turned the car towards me. I have it all on video. I had to literally jump out of the way. So at that point, I approached closer as he was getting ready to merge off into the street. So that way I could get the car number and the plate number. He was so focused on looking at me in the rear view, he peeled out and almost broadsided a vehicle. So at that time, he slowed down. I got a little bit closer to him. He peeled out again, almost rear-ended the guy whose ass he was riding. So then he pulls off to the side of the road. I know that now he's going to follow me. So he follows me. I take a left. I pull over again. And he stops short to get my plate. And again, on video, he stops so short, he's paying attention only to me. He doesn't pay any attention to the old lady that's behind him that almost smashed into his back. He followed me all the way from there up to your police department. So I want to press charges for assault and battery, dangerous weapon, that being the vehicle, reckless driving. I don't know how he would get charged, but dude's dangerous. He aimed his car at me and almost hit me, and I got it on video. It's not like one of those situations where I'm dramatizing it, and I'm like, oh, you know, the guy almost hit me, and he's like way over there, and I'm like, oh, my neck hurts.
Would you want to file a voluntary statement discussing everything with your name, information, and everything else on it today?
Only for the purpose of pursuing criminal charges. I'm looking to
Yeah,
file a
if-
criminal report.
So if you want to fill out a voluntary statement, I'll take you in there. We can fill one out. And if you're looking to make an officer complaint, as you know, he was a Londonderry officer. So if you have any complaints, whatever, you can obviously follow up with them and stuff.
But he's
like
working through your
that.
jurisdiction.
And that's
so
why I'm
is-
here talking to you. And if you're looking at the criminal aspect of anything, that's why I'm speaking to you about it right now.
Outside of his detail, does he have jurisdiction to run names like through BOPS or NCIC or whatever he's running in Pelham?
Yep.
Does he have
He's
the?
working on an official police capacity.
Okay, so he has a shared police power here.
Yep. He's working as but if you want to fill out a voluntary statement, what I'm going to have you do is just fill out everything here, the name.
Let me show you the video too. I got you here. I'm gonna stop recording this that way you can see. I appreciate your professionalism.
Sure.
I don't think he knows. I don't know if you know who I am. Are you aware of who I am?
No.
I run a channel called Accountability for All.
Cool.
So I got what I do is I have 250,000 followers for this for a living.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you being professional, but that pig is going to lose his job.
He's going to be one of over a dozen people whose job I've taken that wear a badge. I'm going to take his job, and I hope that he's homeless. I hope that his family starves. And every piece of money that I take from him, whether it be Pelham because he was rocking their jurisdiction, working a detail, or while it be Londonderry, I'm going to make sure that he financially pays and legally pays for that type of behavior. You seem like a nice dude. I've never had any issues with the Pelham police. I've always found you guys to be professional, courteous, responsive. I think you're one of the few departments, aside from Drake, that do your job to the very best of your ability, and you do it exceedingly well. And I think it's up that the first time I have this type of an interaction is when the dude's in a Pelham car and he's not even a Pelham cop. So I don't hold it against you or your department, but I'm gonna take this guy's badge. He's a pig. I don't think you would ever engage in that type of behavior, but that's not professional. Do you find that behavior professional?
So there are some things that I disagree with that you're saying in that regard. And I'm not going to speak on the totality of it. But what I will say is I understand your opinion on it, and you have the right to feel how you do, and that's why you're here to raise
Which parts do you disagree with? So I can make sure we're on the same page.
So I don't think that based on the video that you showed me that there was any deadly assault that took place or attempt.
He turned his vehicle towards me, almost hit me, and then it kicked up so many rocks that one of the rocks hit me. He literally...
Based on the video you showed me, he was moving away from you, not towards you, though.
Oh, he was moving away from me and not towards me.
Here's the exact moment this cop is about to rage out. He makes sure the key's in the ignition, he puts the car into drive, and watch his hands. They're going to turn the wheel all the way to the right, all the way towards me. Not away from me, but towards me. He couldn't cut the wheel towards me anymore. And look at my reflection as I'm surprised and in shock as I'm almost struck. But yeah, no, Sergeant, he was definitely turning in the opposite direction away from me. This cop had over 30 yards worth of width to pull out, and he just accidentally turned his vehicle all the way towards me. I was standing next to him. He turned in. You can look back through the video.
But you're running towards him, though.
No, before he even took off, when I first approached the vehicle, and then he pulled away. I'm not alleging any type of assault after that point. He just drove like an and almost hit somebody else, drove double the speed limit while not in official capacity, and almost rear-ended another pedestrian. They want to take it up with you, that's on them. I'm talking about when I'm first speaking to him, and then he cuts his wheel to the right towards me, pulls away, and then kicks up rocks all over the place.
So what I'll have you do is, if you don't mind, I'm going to provide you with my business card. You can send me those videos in email. My email is going to be on the bottom right here. And that's going to be all the statement. I'm going to let you write everything that you want to write down there, and I'll come back and check on you in a little bit, all right?
I'm going to just leave this at dispatch, and can I include this as the formal complaint also?
No, so that's not. This is just a voluntary statement form.
Well, I got to file the complaint over at Londonderry, but he was working your capacity, so I should be able to...
So I was going to say, obviously, like, if you want to include any other disclaimers or anything, you can put them in there, but this by itself is a voluntary statement form, not a complaint form. And like I told you, obviously he works in Londonderry. We already had that prior conversation.
What's his first and last name?
I do not have that offhand for you.
Can you?
I can look
get me
and
that?
see. I can get it for you.
Because I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I'm going to take his first name, his last name, and I'm going to blast his personal information all over the internet. And then I'm going to picket and protest on his street.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you what
this
to do, what not
This
to
dude's
do.
afraid of the boogeyman. I'm it. So if you could get me his name, I'd appreciate it. If not,
Did it not have it on the video you took? It has his name on it?
No, I wasn't zoomed in enough.
Okay. All right, look at that for you.
All right, thanks.
Of course. Alright, so our body cam's on. I was able to provide you with the last name here, so you have it as well. You said that you're going to bring all that stuff up to the lobby.
Just drop it.
Alright, well,
over there.
you know, so we need
Appreciate it.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, Sergeant. Who does internal affairs here? Lieutenant, what's his name? I forget. It used to be Lieutenant something.
Lieutenant. Our lieutenant is currently Lieutenant Barbado.
Is he the internal affairs guy?
Yeah, so it depends on what level, obviously, we're dealing with when it comes to a situation like that, but it is handled within our admin and stuff like that.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, all filled out.
So I head down to the Londonderry Police Department where I fill out my complaint. Lieutenant Ryan McLean comes out, gives me word salad, lies, and lip service. After spending approximately 45 minutes in the building, ultimately I accomplished nothing. From the beginning, they never had any intent to hold this officer or their other officers accountable. So we left and we're here now. So does that mean all hope is lost? The easy answer to that question is no, not by a long shot. We just go to phase 2, and that one always wins. Because while the police don't actually care about citizen safety, your feelings, or what you need or desire, or what accountability standards should be held for their officers, they do care about money. That's why they're always road pirating, trying to generate revenue and steal from hardworking Americans. That's why in lieu of criminal convictions or charges, they offer fines. And that's why a rookie officer at the Londonderry Police Department, right out of cadet school, with no experience, make a whopping $70,000. And that's why, since this video originally was filmed and now, this same department has already requested a budget increase. Cops only care about money. They don't care about what the public thinks ultimately or your safety. They care about what costs them in the pocket, what takes away from their pension, but mostly what shortens their budget. So in approximately 9 to 12 days, they're going to receive my notice of intent to sue. They will have 6 months. In that 6 months, they could completely ignore it. They could tell me to pound sand. Or they can try and mediate, which means they work out a deal or they offer me some amount of money, which will probably be nominal to non-existent if they do. They're just testing the water to see how dedicated I am to taking this all the way to trial. I'll show them I'm extremely dedicated, and so are 250,000 of my very best friends watching at home. And they will eventually settle for something like this, I'm sure, between the $30,000 to $50,000 range, although I'll seek $150,000. That money will be taken from the residents of Londonderry. What do you mean? I wouldn't take it from Londonderry? Who would I take it from? The residents of Pelham? Wait, I'd take it from them both? That's right, because while this officer was a Londonderry police officer, and the failed supervision of this officer came from the administration at the Londonderry Police Department, he was actually performing duties in Pelham, New Hampshire, which meant they had direct oversight and command of this officer. And there's the spoiler alert. Not only am I sending a notice of intent to Londonderry, I'm sending one to Pelham also, where they will both be sued at a state and federal level. And this just in, I spoke to another police officer from Pelham off the clock, and I asked him if he'd heard or watched this video. It was right after I'd left a restaurant from having dinner with my family. And he was able to confirm to me that they will never be having another officer from outside Pelham in a Pelham cruiser. Now, because of this little debacle, they'll be having to bring their own police cars when they come to work in Pelham. Which is weird they'd take those steps since no policy was violated? Stay tuned, there'll be updates on this. That's the Londonderry Police Department in Londonderry, New Hampshire, where running over citizens and almost killing them is exceptional excellence and never a violation of their policy, protocols, or standards. And that's the reason I stopped you today.